Greetings, Captains! I am Yozral, and welcome once again to Clingin On! Alright, so the legions of hell are vanquished, and we get the achievement for it. Unfortunately, the crew did not fare quite so well. Yes, the Gorn lost the headbutting contest. Actually, no, it's arm wrestling, isn't it? The butt cool. And by the looks of it, it was an utter disaster from start to finish at the other tournament too. Oh dear. Perhaps I should have made him do a head-butting contest instead. But cool, yes, that's the arm wrestling, isn't it? There's a next-gen episode in which Data utterly owns a random Klingon at both. Right, Alpha. Alright, we're off to Romulan space, but first of all, we'll haul that guy out of sickbay. Tempted to haul him out of an airlock as well, but he's too useful for that. And since I'm feeling lazy, we shall use the transwarp device. No thank you, I don't like my blood wine cold. Alright, the Orif system. A few pirates, a large gas giant, a small forest moon. This can't possibly be a trap, can it? Right. It's very pretty though. Yeah, if you're a weakling Federation officer who cares about such things. Alright, let's find this missing bird of prey. So, no sign of it here, but the sensors are being fouled. Of course they're being fouled! Why can't I have a mission in which the sensors work perfectly? There isn't an ambush, and you know what? The blood wine is hot and on the house. Because that would be boring, that's why. There would be no glory. Okay, let's toddle into this nebula. Meanwhile, the fleet shall wait on the far side of the moon until it is called for. Yes. If you're smelling trap, by the way, you're not the only ones. The only question is when we're going to get ambushed. Right, new respawn point. That's a wonderful sign. Clearly they are expecting us to die fairly quickly. Along with the Chancellor, who I assume is still sore about that Bat'leth tournament. After all, why else would you send a lone ship to investigate where a bird of prey went missing? Well, I suppose at least he didn't send another bird of prey. Just up the weapon skills while we're here. The important things. Nothing in the nebula, so we have the wreckage and the debris. Yes, is that the wreckage over there? That's not bird of prey wreckage. There's far too much of it for one thing. Let's just cloak up. Because whatever did that is almost certainly still lurking around. And it's probably going to jump us the moment we... Who ordered the decloak? Ugh! I would flush you at an airlock. In fact, I'm very tempted to because, yes, it's a trap. Right, airlock for you just as soon as we see if the new replacement is worth it. Right, and of course the bird of prey's not here. You can tell the bird of prey's not here, that's the wrong colour of paint. Ugh. Yes, apparently we need the sensors to tell us what looking out a window would have done just as well. Anyway, let's get rid of these turrets. Polarons. Jem'Hadar or Erosion. As far as I can tell, they're the only ones who really go for Polaron weaponry. Mostly the Jem'Hadar. Right. Okay, radiation anomaly. Where is it? Where is the anomaly? Cloak up quickly, just in case whatever left those turrets behind is still roaming around. And the anomaly is, over there. Well, I suppose you could class that as radiation, but bloody great meteor would seem just as appropriate. Okay, we'll do this next to the asteroid in case whatever is out there jumps us, because the moment I order this, the cloak's going to come down again whether I want it to or not. There we go, all stop. Surprise! Yeah, gonna have to speak to whoever designed this cloaking device. Leave or die, coward. Yes, I was about to offer you guys the same choice, so let's go with die. Wait for the cloaking device to come off its cooldown. Doobie-doobie-doo, there we go. Right, loop round, because I've got a bad angle here for scatter volley. However, if I switch round change the position like so, come out of impulse, close the range on that frigate at 13 clicks. Here we go. Spread, scatter volley, attack team, attack patterns, drop the cloak, fire. Not going to catch that frigate on the left with the scatter volley on the main guns, but it doesn't matter because bang, bang, swing to face. Bang. Short and sweet, just the way it should be. 3/4 engine power, loop round, and see what else gets thrown at us. That's fine by me! Terms accepted. Okay, 1 battleship. Charge the weapon skills, and go. Evasive manoeuvres. Closing the range is unorthodox, but hey, who cares? Shields are gone, reverse thrust to stay on the facing, and hopefully this guy will fold. He can't bring his torpedoes to bear. He can track me, but it doesn't matter. There we go, just haul off from the blast before it does anything serious to the paint job. Nausicans. Ugh. All the ones with any brains signed up with us. The ones that didn't, well, even Starfleet doesn't think they're a challenge. Right, so it's not in space. Let's go find the bird of prey on the planet. To the transporter room. To victory. And to death of all trebles. Right, Orith Prime. Somebody really needs to catch up on their weeding down here. Okay. Oh, great. So we can't transport out... Well, officially we can't transport out. Of course, the transport out icon is still working just fine, but that would be breaking immersion, wouldn't it? Right, high ground. Well, there's only one bit of high ground up here. Let's go. Tricorder range down by 60%, with some unobtainium in the area. Yeah. No, tricorder, not bat'leth. This is what comes when you leave things in shooter mode and forget about it. It's we're being jammed. Maybe artificially generated. Ugh. Yes. Remind me to send this officer on trap finding 101. Okay. Couldn't we just go back to the bit where we beamed in? Apparently not. Okay. Transport enhancers are down, and we have an ominous cutscene of foreboding. Note the... Yes, that is a Gorgon corpse, blending very nicely with the terrain. That just looks like another random corpse, and lots of random jungle as well. Ominous, foreboding, random jungle. Coming down here wasn't a bad idea at all, was it, guys? Guys, what do you think? Doesn't matter. No, not really, I'm the captain. Let's go find this crash site, which the tricorder is mysteriously pointing the way to, despite all that guff about it being reduced in range by 60%. On the other hand, this was a bird of prey crash. All we really have to do is find a nice little straight line of destruction. It shouldn't have been too hard to spot from orbit. Now, what are you? Ah, local wildlife, and for some reason I can't get within melee range until they're dead. What's going on here? Is this just me? No, it's not, but that one was already dead. So maybe it is. It's never me. I thought we'd established this by now. It is never the captain. It is never his fault. Right. Examine strange and rather freaky looking plant. So basically, if we rip out the eyes and splotch them onto the front of our weapons, that isn't gross at all. Let's do it! It's more damage. Right. Back onto the trail. And what is going... that's just a map bug. Right, fine. We'll let that one go. Either that or it's the weirdest rock going. Now, can I? No, I can't. For some reason, I can't get into melee range. Oh, solid. Shotgun. There we go. Looks like these plants are going to have to be dealt with in more dishonourable fashion. And even the local animals are running from combat. Come back here! Yes, chasing after a disappearing lizard totally isn't a bad way to get into trouble, is it? We should get our weapons ready. You don't say. Goodbye. Bop. Yes. These beasts have not faced proper Klingon warriors before, clearly. They would have engaged in melee otherwise. Either that or they're just feeble. Now, Cardassian? What's a Cardassian doing down here? Let's find out. Energy weapon, but it wasn't a disruptor. Well, that really narrows the field. Let's see. Federation. Borg. Potentially the Romulans. Who else? The Herosian, the Breen. I did mention the Federation, didn't I? Yes, I did. Right. Lots of weapons. Aren't disruptors. Giant mushrooms. I have spores that I eat. Clearly you've never been to Singapore. Never mind, I'm sure the doctor will be very, very happy to experiment with those mushrooms. Remind me not to end up in the sickbay for at least a week. I like my limbs attached. Right, next, corpse. Decaying. Lucky him. Congratulations, how many lockbox keys did that cost you? 3 different blood types, 2 of which not clear on. The third presumably is, and was easy to identify because there are 9 pints of it scattered around the landscape. Bled very neatly though. Oh, you again. Get lost. And you too. Goodbye. An Orithian saber cat. Yes, we are on Orith. This is its native habitat. Given that we currently have attack SARS, which are Gorns as well. Yeah. Well, the body is an empty shell. I am not having that thing using it as munchies. Kill it anyway. Besides which, I want a good fight. This is a saber-tooth. Yes! Yes, I finally have a saber-toothed tiger to wrestle. Come back here! Finally, how many episodes did I have to wait? Yes. Yes. Finally. Right, and there's the first officer of the vessel. Oh, that felt so good. I'll actually have to wrestle one if I get another chance. But the Bat'leth makes a perfectly adequate substitute. Right, another dead Klingon. Let's see. No, the animals are not the most dangerous things here. We are. Got it. We are the most dangerous things. Klingon warriors are the most dangerous things wherever they go. Alright, mature son. Now, is he going to leg it? No, we're not going to give him the chance. Come here. I'm hungry. Wrestling saber-toothed tigers is definitely draining work. Now, no usable meat from that one. Let's go. Now then, next corpse. There we go. Okay, how did he die? Alright. 2 attackers with blades. Yes, I think we've worked out that there is someone else on this planet besides us and the Bird of Prey crew. Unless, of course, the local saber-tooth tigers have figured out how to use a duonetic jamming field. So that's hardly a major revelation. Nevertheless, the Doctor insists on saying it as though it is, and I will continue to insist on acting as though I'm immortal, which in this game technically I am. Right, more breakfast. Let's see if this one does anything decent. Well, the Cubs have legged it. What about you? He legged it as well. Oh well. Where is this bird of prey? Traipsing around jungle is all very well, but... Ah! Right. Okay. That's not the best landing I've ever seen. Not the worst landing I've ever seen either, but... We've already established your tricorder is what... Where did you come from? Ugh, kill it. Just kill it quickly. Finally, something on this planet shows a bit of backbone. And... Actually, you know what? Somebody stop butchering that. Plasma barbecued salad does taste pretty good. I'll scan this in the meantime. Right. A few life signs and radiation from the ship's reactor. Yeah, I'll just bet the reactor's kicking out radiation. Mildly surprised there's anything left. Hopefully they had the sense to dump the antimatter when they went down. If not, there's about to be a very large explosion. Burrell class, they lost the left wing somewhere back there. And it looks like most of the crew are in pieces.
There was no
not counting those already.
Mechanical failure. My ship was shot down. We ran into Nausicaans in this system. The pirates were a trivial concern, but they got a lucky shot at our port nacelle. I had to take
Yes, I heard a
shields
Galaxy
offline
had that problem
until
a few
my
years
engineer
back.
could get in there and patch up the power couplings. That's when the Hirogen attacked. The cowards waited until we were almost defenseless. A third of
Only
my crew
almost,
survived
they must
the
have been
crash.
feeling bold.
We stayed close to the ship and tried to get the emergency beacon working, but the Hirogen jammed our signals with a duonetic field. They never stopped hounding us. The Hirogen destroyed our supplies, stole our medkits, sabotaged our weapons. And then, when we were weakened, they started hunting us. I've lost more than a dozen warriors. I don't know how many are left.
Some captain you are if you don't know your crew complement. Anyway, if memory serves, the standard complement of a Burrell class is about 12, so chances are they're all dead, Jim. Ugh. And technically it is mechanical failure. Let's face it, an ability to stay in the air after having most of your port wing blown off constitutes a fairly significant mechanical failure. Alright. He's dead as well, isn't he? Right. Okay, so... Where's the trail? Apparently not there. And he's twitching, right. Oh, this is interesting. What's he doing here? Yes, let's just get him on his feet and keep at least 2 weapons on the treacherous little viper at all times. Yes. Blunt force trauma. Yes, better known as the effects of slamming face first into 20 billion tons of rock, aka a planet. Right, we need a couple more. Where are they? Round here. Ah. Aha! Up here. Right, how did he die? Electrical burns at there. Somebody needs to have a word with whoever designs our consoles. Have they not heard of fuses? Apparently not. You do not need to run the full force of a system through the console. AO, go away. Thank you. Right, he's still with us. Let's see if this one's alive. Doubtful. Nope. Oh, well, at least he has an excuse, unlike console boy back over here. Ugh. Basic safety protocols. They must be attended to. Consoles should not be exploding at the first sign of trouble.
Until my last.
Yes, yes, yes. Give him a hypo. Lord knows we need him back on his feet.
That's... I feel my strength returning. My vessel was on a reconnaissance mission. We surveyed several Talshar bases and entered the radar system under close. We have complete scans of the Romulans' defenses and what could be data on a new type of Romulan ship. There is a complication, however. When we were leaving the last base, we detected a Romulan shuttle attempting to hide its energy signature in our warp trails. I ordered the shuttle disabled, and its pilot brought aboard for questioning. I plan to take the Petarch back to Quotas. When the Nausicaans knocked our power offline, though, he escaped the brig and sabotaged our computers, encrypting our sensor data. You'll need to get past the Romulan security lockout to get the data. If you can't break his code, I'm sure you can convince him to do it for you.
I'm sure we can convince him as well, but considering that there is such a thing as Format C, I'm not going to let him near a computer console again, so let's get this done the old-fashioned way. Right, that should do the trick. Okay, so we have the data. Right, go talk to Katang. I'm just wondering when the Hirogen are going to show up. They've been noticeably absent.
I'll follow you back to the
that would be round about now, wouldn't it? Let's go. Hail the ship. Yeah, this can't possibly go wrong.
Scum. Go! Catch that Petarch of a Romulan! Here I will stand. My crew will be avenged!
Well, we could go after the Romulan, or... No, I'm sorry, you are not hogging that fight to yourself. Come here, blam. Right. He's invulnerable, isn't he? Spoil sports. Right, looks like we are going after the Romulan then. Ho-hum. I'm not sure where this Romulan thinks he's going, though. The only way off this planet is the Vorcha. Still, I suppose he imagines he can just hide and then rig up some kind of transmitter, call in some help. We are in Romulan space after all. Although I'll probably just say, oh right, ambush. Treacherous little runt's probably in league with the Hirogen, isn't he? Actually, if I remember my background, the Romulans are allied with the Hirogen. That would be why they let him through. Right. Let's see. We need a few more Romulans. Now, where has he gone? Oh well. Or decades of poor maintenance and overstressed reactor design and a rather rough landing finally took their toll. Let's face it, it's a miracle the thing didn't blow itself up first. Just how many crew was this bird of prey carrying? Because we have about 10 or so already confirmed dead, another 5 here. Plus the captain. Well, that's still only 15 or 16. I suppose it's tolerable for a ship that's normally supposed to run on 12. And where'd the Romulan go anyway? Well, he's off our mission objective for a bit, so let's set these guys free. And... wait a sec. Wait a second. How did we overtake him? There was only one path up this crash site, so oh, never mind. Come here, you.
I submit to your will. Among my people, that would make you bound to protect me as you would an honored guest. So guard me now, if you are truly honorable. A large force of Hirogen are coming this way. I won't survive without your assistance.
Among our people, surrendering is the act of a miserable little treacherous worm. However, a Romulan officer assigned to the Rator system, yeah, that's definitely worth bringing along.
You won't regret this. If I ever return to my home, I will tell my people that there is at least one officer of the Empire who truly knows the meaning of the word.
Yes, well, Nissa won't save you.
I will follow with
Right, let's get moving. We have a prisoner to remove. And I can't wait to see the look on his face when he realises that he's not going home. And a lot of Klingon intelligence operatives want a long and rather unpleasant chat with him. That will be good. Right. Right, so there is a... He's lying on top of a bomb. Happy days. Okay. Okay, well, it's nice of him to tell us which wire needs to be cut and then disarm. Not even a time limit either, I think. However, we do have some more erosion. Yay, good, I want to kill something. Poppity, poppity, pop. Just wish they'd provide a little more of a challenge. Do I have to start coming down with incomplete away teams? I suppose I could turn the difficulty up a bit, but we saw what happened last time I did that, so perhaps I shouldn't be moaning quite so loudly. Right, follow that warrior. Map's completely useless. Did we? Nope, you're just being paranoid. Excellent trait around here, though. It's very tempting just to leave a very large bomb behind on this planet and just remove a good chunk of jungle. Right, we have another crew member and another bomb. Happy days. Okay. Right, well, I'd much prefer you didn't. Not least because it would be useful to have you around when we're killing Hirogen, all of whom deserve horrible, painful deaths, and not honourable combat with Klingon warriors, but hey, it's an imperfect galaxy. Right. One quick hypo, and that didn't happen either. And finish him off. I'm going to have to do this another 2 times, aren't I? Okay, let's head off and find this next crewman. Doobie-doobie-doo. On the other hand, I suppose there's an advantage in that we've killed everything else in this jungle. Still, it's a nice bit of technology in that they are moving the actors around the map as the mission progresses. We are, I believe, backtracking at this point. Yes, well, maybe, but hopefully it won't be today. Right. Boom. Shotgun to the face. Doobie-doobie-doo. Why has that incremented and where did he go? Zap, zap. Fall over. Only down at a pulse wave assaults as they're relatively slow firing. Oh, so he did die today, and with honour. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm sure they'll be very happy to see him in Stavokor. And hopefully Katang won't be too annoyed when I have to explain how he didn't bring all his crew back alive. However, minor details. Okay, another little bomb cutting. So nice of them to leave us the manual. Right, funny thing is, I don't think we cut the red wire all that often. A few times, yeah, not all the time. Okay, and another wave of Hirogen. Yeah, burn you little predator wannabes. Honestly, you'd think they'd be better at it by now. Right. Okay, follow that warrior, for he shall lead us to the transport site. Right, so following that warrior turned out to be a bit of a mistake, because he was merely a lowly beck and didn't know which way he was going. Not, of course, that I would ever get lost in a jungle.
Let us talk of victory!
No, let us talk of shapeshifters, Undine, changelings, and doppelgangers, for you are supposed to be dead. In the meantime, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... how many crew did we rescue? Right, they're all going to have to go in the brig. until we can get this sorted out. But let's talk with this imposter.
I slew the Herodians' leader in combat. And then caught most of the rest of them in the blast. It was glorious.
It is also
But
highly improbable.
there is still glory to be had. A second Herodian Alpha still stalks this jungle. I led him here.
I'm
Prepare for
sure
battle.
you did. You're definitely
I rule
going
this
in the
jungle,
brig.
and everything in it is my prey. I will give my initiates the honor of killing you. They need the taste of blood to keep them hungry for more.
Bang, bang, bang. What a feeble bunch of losers. Right, where are the rest? Okay, a few more. Slightly more of a challenge? No, not really.
They were unworthy. Or perhaps I was unwise.
It's a second.
Did I underestimate you, little warrior?
Yes, you did.
Are you more fearsome than you appear?
We are Klingon, you miserable
You are prey. You
Todza.
will die like the rest.
Really, the rest. What was that? One Cardassian? Right, let's see how you handle a proper battle. Oh wait, oh look, you can't handle a proper battle yet. Oh well, they did get one of the red shirts. Oh dear, what a shame. Let's have the requisite period of silence. Right then, moving on. Is he going to, wow, bouncy bush? Just fall over. There we go.
You are a friend to me and my house. You saved me and my warriors from being hunted like targs in a pit. I will not forget. When we meet again, we will drink a barrel of my family's finest blood wine. Have you ever had the 2309 vintage?
Yes, and it was swill.
I have many questions for this one. Before I am through, he will tell us all he knows. Then he will beg for death. Perhaps I'll carve the names of every one of my crew into his back. That way he will carry them with him for the rest of his miserable, short life.
An excellent idea, even if you are a foul, shape-shifting imposter. Speaking of which, where is the Romulan? Oh, there you are, hiding all the way back here. Ugh, treacherous little worm. This time I am keeping my eye on you. Right, so now that we're all back here, let's make use of the transporter. Right. Everyone into the little red circle. There we go. Excellent. Right. And it should be a case of beaming out and heading home. There we go. We'll have to fit the rest of you into the brig somehow. And no, I don't have a force field. I have a heavy lockable door. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this episode of Clingin On. We will be transwarping back to Kronos to report, and I will see you next time.